Hello YouTube, this is Bash bringing you here for week 3 of the PSL. Sadly, I was not able to live record this. There was a lot of issues going on where basically list off the 3 things that happened that caused me to not be able to live com this match, just a heads up. One was the power went out at around probably 11:30ish, I would say. 11:30ish. No, definitely more like 11:20ish, 11:20ish. No. Power and Wi-Fi went out around 11. No, it was more like 11:10ish. Yeah, sorry. It was 11:10ish. Power, Wi-Fi went out. So I was like, okay. There's no way I could be able to record unless that comes on. We were actually asleep in that time. The other reason was because I didn't get an answer from my opponent until probably around 11:40, saying that they were ready to battle, but I was asking all day for night. I didn't get anything until 11:40 at night when the power Wi-Fi was out, and I was already in bed. So I was like, at this point, like the power Wi-Fi is out. I haven't gotten anything back from this person. I'm going to sleep. I had a presentation in the morning, so I wanted to just go to sleep, get it done. But you know, he DM'd me at 11:40 after me several DMs to him. And I was like, I just want to get this game done. Don't have to worry about it. The scheduling was going to get even worse after that, so like, I'd rather just get the game over with. So yeah. So yeah, let's go over the team. We're playing Tesseract in the Prairie Greninjas, whose team is Celestial, Mega Dancy, Spectre, Silentwood, Raikou, Rosary, Talonflame, Spiritomb, Necrozma, Regirock, and Marini, with Z captains being Celestial and all Z captain being Celestial and Z captain being Necrozma. My team consists of Zeraora, Lando T, Milotic, Latios, Glacier, Venusaur, Mawile, Hitmonchan, Torkoal, Mega Houndoom, Clefairy, and Kecleon, with all Z captain being Latios and attacking Z captain being Lando T. So I'm just gonna go into the replay for it. I didn't get to show too much this game, so I didn't want to. I don't want to reveal too much. I'd rather just watch how show the gameplay, what exactly happened, because there was a little bit hacksy-ish, but like more in like terms of rolls, hits, and stuff like that. Less of the misses, paras, freeze, stuff like that. So let me just go into the match. Yeah, I'll just go to this one. Show this here. So I ended up bringing Latios, Kecleon, Lando T, Zeraora, Glacier, and Milotic. Oh yeah, there was like one thing that missed, that sucked, but like whatever. But yeah, Latios, I believe, was the Life Orb set. Life Orb, a bunch of attacks on it, like 3 attacks, I think, Life Orb. Kecleon was like a Spadef set. Well, it was like a mixed defense Spadef set to help with Mega Nancy, Spectre kind of thing. Lando T is a Smackdown Earthquake set. Zeraora is a workup set with, I believe, Plasma Fist, Blaze Kick, Grass Knot, Life Orb, Zeraora. Glacier is a Subsword Stance, Icicle Spear, High Horsepower. High Horsepower was really just there though for the Marini, and then Milotic was a Flame Orb set with Recover, Scald, Flip Turn, Toxic, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So Tesseract ended up bringing Celesteela, Mega Dancy, Spectre, Necrozma, Talonflame, and Roserade. Let me just go into this here. Just get the game going. Put on slow, music off. Let's just keep going. So actually, go normal. I'm gonna lead off with Latios to try to hit. It hits everything really hard, and the only thing I really want pushes it out is Mega Dancy, Spectre. I was also really worried of T-Spikes coming this game, possibly. The fact that like Rosary came, I thought T-Spikes were coming. I didn't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to leave with this. Thunderbolt this, get this all the way down. I'm going to double into, I believe, Zeraora on this play. Or Glacier. I go into Glacier here. Because funny thing is, with Heavy Slam, Celestia does actually not break Glacier's sub, which is crazy. I'm going to go for Icicle Spear here. I'm going to sub off, expecting to leech. I actually outspeed Celestia. I'm going to go for Icicle Spear, get some damage off. I get 3 hits in the 4th one. I got 3 hits, right? Yeah, 3 hits. 1 was a crit. So it basically is like 4 hits, basically. Like that was like a little bit more of 4 hits. I made a double play into my Lyric. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have either scouted. I should have either Swords Danced or scouted for the Toxic. My Lyric was very important. I did not want to gain Toxic. He's gonna go for U-turn now. I'm gonna go out to. He's gonna Celestial Isaiah flip turn, expecting him to switch out. I'm gonna go to ZR. I believe I go for a workup here. And here's a big. This is a big turn right here. So I get the workup off. I am at. If he is max. Let me just double check this calc real quick. But basically, if I check this correctly, I'm gonna pull up the set real quick. I'm gonna pull up the calc. Sorry about this. I remember this calc. Okay, so if he's max HP, max defense, bold, Rose Raid, +1 Life Orb Blaze Cake, does 94.7% to 111.4, which is a 68.8% chance to OHKO. Now this is gonna matter a lot because you'll see in a second what's gonna happen. If this KOs, I could probably just win the game right here. With ZR. Like it's crazy. Like he literally gets time. The Necrozma is the only thing that can take a hit, and the Necrozma, who's Fizz Death. I could even save this around because this thing pressure comes in and Celestial pretty easily. This thing is 2 KO'd by This thing is 2 KO'd by. So, Plasma Fist 2 KOs out of Croswell. Also, Fizz Death, Cosmo, and Photon Geyser does about half, but I would probably save it around, to be honest. I might go into Latios, or I might go into something else, like Melodic or Kecleon to scout out to see what he wants to do. The Cosmo is the only thing that can take a hit at +1, which is really good to know. So I'm going to go for the Blaze Kick. I don't get the roll, which sucks, so I have to take Life Orb damage. And I get a Sludge Bomb. He gets a Sludge Bomb off, which is huge. I get chunked down to 38%, and I have to go for another Life Orb hit, which sucks because that means that I have to take 2 Life Orb Ooh, sorry. That means I have to take 2 Life Orb hits instead of 1, and he got 53% off, which means 0 hours on biding time. Zora looked fantastic this game, so if I got that roll, it would have been perfect, but no, we didn't get the roll, which sucks. I'm going to have to Plasma Fist again, and it dies. He goes as a Necrozma, and I don't KO, as I said before, so I'm going to have to force to go into my Melodic, take some chip damage on that, which is fine. I would have been at, the only difference is, like, out of this situation, I would have been at, like, a higher health. I would have been at, like, 80% with Zora, probably about. And then I'm going to go out to Kecleon, seeing what he wants to do. I'm going to knock off, I believe, on here. Get some damage off on this. I want to get the item too, to be honest. I get the item off, which is really good. Takes off the leftovers, which is really nice, to be honest. And he's got a Morning Sun. I'm going to Facade, but it doesn't do enough. Like, Facade doesn't do much at all, which kind of sucks. So I'm just going to have to pivot out into my Lodic. I'm going to have to try to get something in to try to pressure, like maybe Glacier. But I'm going to recover here. He goes into Specshear. I'm going to go right into Kecleon, I believe, on this. And it's going to be a very back and forth. I might want to speed it up. At this point, I think I'm going to go for a Toxic at this point. No, I recover a Toxic here, which is unfortunate. He made a good play. I'm going to recover, expecting Leech Seed. I'm going to have to double out. I'm going to go out to Glacier. I'm going to get the Sword Stance up. He goes for the Air Slash. Cool. I'm going to make the play to get the Sword Stance up on his Protect, which is really good. And as long as I get 3 hits, I KO this thing. But I don't, and he gets that off, and that basically means that Specshear is pretty much dead at this point. So I'm going to Scout. I'm going to have to go into Zeraora. He makes the play for Leech Seed. Crazy play, but yeah. So now Zeraora's down to 2 hits left in it. And he still has 3 months I would love to use Zeraora against, which kind of sucks. I'm going to have to start off Glastrier. Glastrier doesn't do much. Glastrier would have been healthier if I got the 3 hits, but it didn't, so that sucks. Whatever. I'm going to my Milotic. I'm going to recover. And I believe I Toxic here. I'm going to Scald here. No, I Flip Turn. I Flip Turn here. Go into Lando T. What I should have done, and I get my rocks up. What I should have done was gone out to Latios, probably. Or I should have just gone out to Kecleon, just try to hit it for knockoff, get this thing worn down. That's kind of the play. I didn't think Lando T was very important this game. I should have kept it around. He's going for a Brave Bird, basically taking down himself, and I'm going to Smack Down. I should have Rock Polished there. He was dying to Toxic damage. I don't know why I didn't do that. Either way, that was the play. Even if he roosted, Smack Down would have KO'd it. I would have been +2, and he would have had to gone into the crossbow to try to deal with me. So now he goes up to this. Mega Nancy takes out my Lando T. Lando T was very Spadef, but it couldn't handle that. I don't know if it was a roll or not. I'm going to go for an Iron Tail, I think. And I'm going to go back into my Milotic. I'm going to recover here, I think. Sorry, I'm just going to speed through this, just get this. Yeah, I'm going to Flip Turn, sorry. I'm going to Flip Turn. I'm going to go out to Kecleon. I'm going to knock off. I'm going to go into my Milotic. I'm going to Toxic or Recover? I missed the Toxic, which sucks. Because then Spectre becomes more of a... I still have the... Spectre's not getting the chip damage I want. Goes for Photon Geyser. He does get a credit at one point. If I get the Toxic off on this, I'm going to go into Kecleon again because I know he can't do anything with this to it. And I think I double back into my Milotic. Not Facade. And then I go into my Milotic. I recover. I recover again. He gets a crit here. Sucks. And I finally get the Toxic off. And I'm going to have to go into here. He shows the Earth Power, which sucks, and he gets the Spadef drop, which is even worse. So now he can possibly 1v1 me. But he's going to Mega Diancie. I almost Iron Tailed here, which is so sad because I had it clicked and I switched to knockoff. If Mega Diancie went down, I think I could have just won right there. But no, I didn't. So I have to go Zero. What I should have done is doubled out into Latios and clicked. What I had to do to win this game was double out into Latios and Agility up. Because at this point, Toxic damage would have worn down the crossbow enough, where a Dragon Pulse, 2 Dragon Pulses would have taken it out if he tried to Moonlight up. But now I make the play then, and that's when I get punished, and that's game. So I made some bad plays, yes. I did have some outside things affecting me at the time with the power outage, Wi-Fi out, and the fact that I was already pretty much in bed, like asleep, when I got the DM. So I probably shouldn't have battled, but I just wanted to get it done with. And of course, there were some things in the game that was a little hacksy that kind of sucked. But like the main thing was Zero. Of course, Zero could have won this game if it wasn't for that, like 100%. It would have been the only thing would have been like if I could. The only thing I would have needed at that point, I would have just needed to get a Toxic off on the crossbow, and I think Zero with a combination of one of the other mods could have won the game with it. So unfortunate, but whatever. That's the game we play. Nothing I could really do about it. So, especially also, yeah, Latios, he literally can't touch Latios because he had Photon Geyser Earth Power. Toxic was the best way to touch it. He would just had a Moonlight stall, Morning Sun stall, but I'm getting enough, it's building up the Toxic. I would have been in a situation where Zero could have just one-shot everything. So, that was the play, I think. Unfortunately, I didn't make the right play. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Dash.